Trainer Whit Beckman has Flying Mohawk pointed toward the 151st Kentucky Derby and 2 in the Kentucky Oaks, Simply Joking and Drexell Hill behind you. Let's start with Simply Joking. Finished a runner-up in the Fantasy, coming off a little bit longer of a layoff. All things considered, with that extra time off, did you feel like you were encouraged by that runner-up effort?
Yeah, she ran an incredibly legit race coming off. And she was a little sick. That's why we missed the Rachel Alexandra. It was the Rachel Alexandra. Yeah, she just caught a tough trip that day. She gave us everything that she could. I mean, like I said, she's never done anything wrong. She learned a lot. I think from an experience standpoint, she got a lot of that race. Obviously, we would have loved to win, but sets us up well for the next one, which is the big one.
It was her lone career loss. She's only faced stakes company. 4th career start comes in the Kentucky Oaks. Obviously a special filly. Did you know that from the start?
I did. That was kind of when I put her in that race in New Orleans, the Letellier. I had a pretty good idea, knowing that her stablemate, Her Laugh, was going to be favored in there, and she'd always shown just a little bit more, by my eye in the morning. So I was pretty confident that it was the right group to start her against. I mean, it was, I'd say, the toughest stake you'll ever run into, but it just seemed like where we were timing-wise for the rest of the stakes programs through the winter, it set her up real well.
She worked in company with Drexell Hill, who's behind us, and Drexell Hill comes from off the pace. Simply Joking goes to the front. Aside from that comparison, how else do you compare and contrast these fillies?
Yeah, I mean, they do have 2 totally different running styles, although when I put blinkers on her in the Silver Bullet Day, she did show a lot of early speed, which kind of caught me off guard. So we kind of overshot the mark with her there. Once we pulled the blinkers back off and she ran in New York, she kind of coming out of the gate early, we felt like maybe we did the wrong thing and she was a little less than enthusiastic. But when it came time to do running, she showed that, ton of class, ton of heart, and that she does have a ton of talent. So, yeah, we do have hopefully both ends covered, front and back.
And then Flying Mohawk ran in the Jeff Ruby Stakes. First time on the all-weather, had raced on turf before that. Were you surprised how well he took to the all-weather?
No, I mean, it was one of those, I had an idea. I mean, the Caracontes historically are kind of run on anything, but he trained well enough on dirt. We knew he was a good turf horse. Like I said, we were just trying to, put him in the spot where we could see if he was, up to the challenge of being a possible Derby contender. I mean, it is kind of a backdoor way to the Derby, but at the same time, we are in the Derby.
He actually broke his maiden on the turf here, but running on the main track, do you feel like he's taken to the main track at Churchill?
Yeah, he's always worked real well here, New Orleans, wherever we breeze him, he's had no real issue on it. I think when it comes down to it, this horse is going to love the distance of the Derby. Is dirt going to be his number 1 preferred surface? Maybe not, but at the end of the day, I think he deserves a shot. You never know what can happen Derby Day. It's a war out there, and not one anybody can really predict what's going to happen. So.
Best of luck in the Derby and the Oaks this year.
Thank you.